Iran's transitional government update, legitimacy through the people. To those inside Iran enduring fear, pressure, and uncertainty. To those across the diaspora carrying distance, memory, and resolve. To those around the world who have kept watch, spoken clearly, and stood with the people of Iran. And to each of you, welcome. This is Iran's transitional government update, legitimacy through the people. This report begins with the source itself, the Emergency Phase Booklet of the Iran Prosperity Project, presented by Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, sets out a transition blueprint for the first 180 days after the fall of the Islamic Republic. It lays out a practical framework for governance, security, economic stabilization, and public order. At the center of that framework stands one governing principle: legitimacy flows through the people. The sequence is clear. First, a national referendum. The Iranian people choose whether the future system will be a parliamentary monarchy or a republic. Second, an elected Constituent Assembly. Its mandate is to draft a new constitution based on the choice made by the nation. Third, a constitutional referendum. The proposed constitution returns to the people for approval. Fourth, elections for parliament and the formation of an elected government. At that point, the transitional bodies dissolve. That sequence gives the framework its political meaning. This booklet places the future of Iran in a democratic process with order, sequence, and consent. It places the decision on the system of government in the hands of the nation. It places constitution writing in the hands of elected representatives. It places constitutional legitimacy in the hands of the electorate. And it places permanent government in the hands of voters. That is a serious architecture of transition. It also defines the role of Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi with precision. The booklet presents him as the leader of the national uprising and the steward of the transitional period. Within that role, he carries the country from revolutionary rupture toward public choice. The final constitutional form of the state is determined by the Iranian people. That is how the booklet answers the legitimacy question. For Western audiences, the meaning is direct. The transition case being advanced here rests on referendum, constituent process, constitutional ratification, and elections. It offers a structured path from uprising to civic consent. It offers democratic procedure as the basis of political authority. It offers institutional sequence in place of uncertainty. The booklet also sets the democratic floor in advance. Whether the nation chooses a parliamentary monarchy or a republic, 7 principles remain protected: territorial integrity, human dignity and fundamental rights, democracy through free elections, rule of law, secularism, separation of powers, an independent judiciary. That framework gives the transition both flexibility and constitutional discipline. This is the strategic significance of the booklet. It shows that the post-Islamic Republic argument has entered the language of institutional design. It shows that legitimacy is being grounded in public choice. And it shows that the future of Iran is being prepared through democratic sequence, legal structure, and national consent. That is the message: legitimacy through the people. The question now is clear. When the Iranian people are prepared to decide their future through referendum, constitution, and election, which governments in the democratic world are prepared to recognize the seriousness of that choice? To those inside Iran living under fear, repression, and loss. To the imprisoned and to their families. To those across the diaspora carrying the ache of distance and the duty of remembrance. To the families who have buried their loved ones, searched for their missing, and endured what should never have been asked of them. To those who continue to speak, write, document, and tell the truth when truth itself carries a cost. To those who still believe our homeland will rise free. And to each of you, this is the final battle. Long live Iran.